Okay. Hey, so I'm gonna do another one of the Dimitri's favorite magic cards. Today we're doing black because I'm going in woodwork order, but I didn't start with white. That's alright. So I actually got the cards physically with me. I'm not going to show them to the camera because it'll be easier to just put that in post the way I did last time. Sorry that that's the best way that I can do it. I only have iMovie, so it sucks, but you know, I work with what I got. So no Seth behind me this time either. So favorite black cards. I'll start with instant again. Vile Rebirth. I almost chose Doomblade for this. There aren't a ton of great black instants, at least that I play enough to become a favorite card. I know Murder just came out and I'm grabbing that for my standard deck. Most of my favorite instants that are black and blue, probably. So, sorry, I just want to make sure it's not too dark. So I have Vile Rebirth. It's exile target creature from graveyard. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. I believe there's a card like that in standard also. It's in my Teriel commander deck, which is really good because then I exile the cards that I don't want to pick. And I only get the good creatures left, which is really good because I end up with a lot of bullshit in graveyards that I don't want to be picking up a Teriel. My favorite sorcery was also kind of hard for black because when it comes to instants and sorceries, I'm a heavy blue-red player, especially blue. So all of my favorite sorceries or instants are blue or red. But there is one card I really like for black, Life's Finale. It's destroy all creatures, then search target opponent's library for up to 3 creature cards and put them in the graveyard also. It's also in my Teriel deck because it's putting things directly into the graveyard that I can take. It's really good. It's a board wipe and then B, fuel for Teriel. So awesome stuff. Black creatures again was really hard because really that's where a lot of my favorite black cards are, is the creatures. Then there's a lot of really great ones. I have a lot of creature-driven black decks, especially with the zombie stuff. But I decided on a Bloodlord of, I'm going to mispronounce this, Vaazgoth? V-A-A-S Goth. Vaazgoth? Vaazgoth? Anyway, it's a 3/3 vampire for 2 black and 3 with Bloodthirst 3, flying, and whenever you cast a vampire, it has Bloodthirst 3. It's in my Sorin revamped deck, which is a really bad modern deck with just a cram full of vampires and a Sorin. I also have a promo version, so it's really pretty. It's great, it's big, it's powerful, it can be even more powerful. It makes other things even more powerful. It would probably be a lot better in a black-red vamp modern deck than in this one, because then I could just lightning bolt them and then play this. And there you go, I've got a 6/6 now, and I can do that for every turn. That would make a lot more sense, but it's in my mono black deck, and it does pretty well because I get enough creatures out to do damage, especially Vampire Nocturnus, which was also another card I almost picked for favorite black creature. For enchantments, I'm not a huge fan of enchantments as it is, so it's hard to say, oh, my favorite enchantments. A lot of my favorite enchantments are green, because, we'll get to that when I get to green, but because they're in my Kraken deck, and that's really where my favorite enchantments are. But for black, I grabbed Shadows of the Past, again from my Teriel deck. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1, you can pay black and 4 for everyone loses 2 life, and I gain 2 life. The second ability isn't great, but the first ability is really good. Especially in Teriel, especially because it doesn't say non-token creature, and Teriel has a lot of token gen also, so it's pretty decent. And for Planeswalker, it was hard because Liliana's really good, but I really don't like Liliana. I hate her as a character. I have her in a bunch of my decks, especially my commander decks, because her cards are usually really, really good. I don't know if I want her new planeswalker card for my standard deck. Probably not. I'm probably leaning more toward Jason Geralt for that, but I probably horribly mangled those names. But planeswalkers, she's really good. Liliana, heretical healer, is really good. Really, really good. I've moved it around a bunch of decks a bunch of times. But my favorite black planeswalker is probably Omnixilis Reignited. Yeah, he was a great villain who was unapologetically evil, who you loved to hate. It was fantastic. His card's pretty straightforward. It's card advantage, destroy target creature, and you can give an opponent a thing that says whenever they draw a card, they lose 2 life, which is really, really mean. He's a lot better in Super Friends. Right now, he's in my Murkovoss deck, which I may be taking him out of because he's fun in that deck because it's one of my black decks, but he's not doing a huge amount for that deck because it is a mill deck. So I might move him to Teriel also. But yeah, those are my favorite cards. I have my laptop here because I had a list of cards that I wanted to do runners up. Liliana's heretical healer, I already mentioned. Doomblade I was going to talk about again because it's Doomblade. What else can you say about Doomblade? Extinction is another good sorcery I have. It's a board wipe for destroy each creature of a certain creature type, which is fantastic. You're facing a green elf deck, just elves, bye. Gets rid of everything, and your side of the board is totally okay. And also for creatures, I was going to say Erebos, who also is an enchantment, so there you go. Erebos is really, really good. I don't have him, and I really want him. Yeah, he's really great, and I would like him in most of my decks. Okay, so next week, what's Wooburg? So I did blue, black, red? Cool, I'll do red next. That's another bunch of great cards that I really like, especially because I play blue-red, so I'll be able to go more into depth about those, and I'll have more cards that I can really, really talk about. Let me know what your favorite Magic cards are in the black color, in other colors. Is this kind of video working? What kind of things should I do? Let me know. I always love comments. Please give me attention. Like, subscribe, all good things. See you next week.